When you first get your iPad and you download Noteful or GoodNotes or whatever program it is that you're going to use for your note taking, the first thing that you're going to need to do is obviously install a planner or a planner page or something to start practicing on. It's going to take you a while to try to find the planner that you like the best if you're new to digital planning, and you'll probably want to play with different examples and different things until you find what's right for you. So you'll be going through this process of uploading or installing a planner or a planner page probably quite frequently at first. And then once you get the hang of it, you'll find what you like and you'll stick to it. So I've got this fresh start of Noteful, and I'm going to show you my process for setting up my first planner. You're going to click on this plus button in the bottom right corner, and you're going to tell it that you want to import a file. And then it's going to automatically open to wherever you were last in your program, right? And mine is right here. And then, so it's imported a full planner. I think it's over 103 pages. It shows you down here in the corner. And these are all hyperlinked and basically ready to start designing on. And it is just that easy to get one in here. So when you click the little waffle up on the corner, it shows you all the pages that are involved in here so that you can add pages, remove pages, move pages around. Okay. And then if you push this button here, so I was in the planner, and then I just use this little back arrow right here, and it'll take you out to show you all the notebooks that you have installed in your Noteful. Okay, so if I wanted to install another one, I would just go down here to this plus button, okay, and then import file. And you can also create your own notebook, but usually you're going to probably end up importing them. So I'd go over here to Lemony. Actually, I think they're in my iCloud. And then planners, and there's dailies. Like, let's just say we wanted to do a daily page. So I'm just going to select one, and now it's installed in Noteful also and ready for me to start designing on. Once you have them imported, then you need to decide what you want your layers to be, because once you set up layers on a file, you don't want to delete them. If it's on just like a single page like this, that's not a big deal. But if you're in this planner and you set up your layers and then you start deleting them, it's going to delete it for every single page in that planner. So it might be that on this page you didn't want a layer and you think, okay, I'm just going to delete the clip art layer to get rid of all the clip art. It's going to delete your clip art or your stickers from every single page in that planner. So do not delete layers once you've established something in a larger document. If it's a smaller document like a single page or 2 or 3 page, not a big deal. But a bigger one, yeah, it might make you want to cry. So once we're on this page, let's discuss the sidebar first, just to do a quick rundown of the tools that are over here and how you can customize these, and then we will discuss the layers panel that's up here. So the first thing that you're going to see over here is probably the pen, because I've actually rearranged mine. So what I'm going to show you is go down to this plus button, and if you click and hold on that, or push with your pen, like your Apple Pencil, and hold, it'll give you this customizable menu bar, okay? And you can turn things on and off by clicking this button here. So like this is the washi tape button, okay? Or there's a hand panning tool, like if you're zoomed in. There's presentation audio recordings. So I didn't need any of these things, so I've turned them off, okay? And then if you want to rearrange their order, like I put the text tool first because I actually use the fonts on my iPad or my laptop instead of handwriting most of the time. So you can grab this 3-line bar and drag it to wherever you would like to place it. Okay. Take a minute to kind of explore these things, figure out which ones you like, which ones you don't like, which ones you think you're going to use, which ones if you don't think you're going to use it, turn it off for a while. You can always come back in here and turn things back on. Okay. So once that's done, when you just click on that regular, it'll ask you if you want to insert a tag, a page, an image. Okay, so this is actually a toolbar itself too, but then it also customizes your toolbar over here. You've got probably one color showing right now if you're new to Noteful and haven't played with anything, and it's going to be black. It'll be right here on the side. So if you click on one of these colors and hold, see, or not, there should be, I was just in here messing around earlier. There we go. Tap again to choose your favorite color. So it probably starts with black, and then you can add other colors to this bar over here. And you can also color suck from here too. So if you have a color swatch or a color patch or a color theme that you would like, you can click this plus button and choose different colors to add over here to this sidebar. Okay. It's currently just adding yellow because that's where I'm stuck right now. And I think you can delete them too, but I haven't messed. Yep. So it's showing me all the favorites that are over on my bar right now, and you can delete them. Okay. Or add new. And you can add from a hex code, or you can add from the color sucker. I can't remember how to get the color sucker right now. And I'm putting stuff all over the page. So I'm just going to undo that. Okay. So, toolbar, we've done how to rearrange it. You've got colors. Go back up to the top. This is your text tool, and you select that and then tap somewhere on your screen, and then you can write or use the keyboard to type. I'm going to use the keyboard and just put planner practice. Okay. And it's going to default to this Helvetica. If you slide your pencil across the word, it'll highlight it for you. And then you can click down here and choose from any font that's on your system. So if you've installed fonts on your iPad, they should be available right here for you. And I'm just going to choose one that's at the top for speed's sake. And then you can change size. Okay, we were already on 12. You can either use the plus button to make it go up, or you can randomly select one just to see what the size is. And then if you select this, you can drag and drop that text anywhere you want to. Okay, and then you've got other options as far as like text color, text background. You can justify it left, middle, or right. You can do your line spacing. And then this selection here is justifying it to the top of the box. So if your box was larger, or you can, and because my box is, so let's change the box size. Actually, it didn't change our justification, so I don't know. Oh, there we go. You just have to select it. So it's showing you which one is selected. So right now we have top left corner. Then we can select center of the box, or we can select the bottom edge of the box. Okay. The next tool up there is your pen tool, and that is pretty self-explanatory. You just select it and then you go ahead and write on your page. So, okay, which is, I'm on my MacBook right now so that I can record the video, but so my writing's really terrible, but that's another reason why I'm just going to use type. Okay. The next one is the erase tool. Thank goodness. Okay. Self-explanatory. Also, it doesn't erase your text that you've written on there though, only anything that you do with the pen tool or the highlighter. I'm not sure about the tape. Let's see. Nope, doesn't erase the tape either. So if you have something like this and you want it to go away, the next major tool that you're going to use the most is the lasso tool, and you can either click on an element and hit delete. Actually, that's weird. It deleted the inside of the tape. I didn't know that was a thing. Okay. Anyway, lasso tool, you can select something like this, and then you can you'll get a menu if you're on your iPad. I'm on my laptop again, so my menu is a little different. I'm right clicking to get the menu, but if you're using your Apple Pencil, you just tap on it and then it'll give you all of these options. So you can delete. Okay, you can change the style. Hold on. You can change color, you can change the background color. Basically everything that was down here on this bar other than your fonts is right here. You can change the box around it. Okay. You can change your border size. You can change the opacity of it. Okay. So you have all these options to style objects once they're on there. So let's select this and then style it and see what our options are. Mostly for the tape, it's just color. Okay. And I think I saw somewhere that this is like the only pattern that's available too. So tape is a little limited in Noteful. It's not nearly as fun as it is in GoodNotes, but that was actually just a recent GoodNotes option or upgrade. So I'm sure it's not too far off for Noteful. Okay. And then again, if you want to be done with something, you can just select it and then delete it. Shapes. Pretty self-explanatory. Also, you can just put a shape out there and then change its size however you want. This comes in really handy when we start talking about layers. If you didn't like the text that was chosen on a planner and you would like to change it, or there's something like an element on there that you don't like, then you choose the shape, cover it up, and then change your shape color to white. And now that element is gone and you don't have to worry about it anymore. If you're on GoodNotes, you might be selecting something and accidentally select that and move it, which is how we're going to get to the layers discussion. The next thing to talk about would be stickers, also known as clip art, and they are over here in this it's like a little circle with the corner flap pulled up like a sticker that's being pulled up. Okay, and you can create new collections, you can import collections, you can, these are the samples that are installed on it automatic, like when you first get Noteful, if you would like them installed. And you can create a sticker from anything that you have on your canvas or on your planner page also. So let's say we have this one here. I think if you right click, you can save as a sticker. Yeah. So it says new sticker. Do you want to save it? And I'm going to just put it into this Noteful collections that they made automatically for me. So then when I click over here on my stickers, you'll see that my planner practice is now a sticker and I can repeat it over and over and over again if I want to. And I'm pretty sure you can delete them from there too by pushing the edit button, and then you can just X out of the ones that you don't want. Okay. So if there's stickers that you don't like that are in there, you can get rid of them, or if you know you're not going to use them anymore. Okay. So to import stickers into Noteful, you can push this button and then you can import a file, and then you navigate to your filing system. Okay. And then I am going to import June because that's the one I'm going to be working on next. And I think I can't select all. I can select multiple this way though. And then open. And then it's going to ask me where I want to save them. And currently have the Noteful collection, but I want my own collection. So I'm going to say new collection. I'm going to name it Bright June. And okay. And then now you see this 22 here. This is actually my sticker collection for Bright June. And then I think this one is, yeah, the Noteful ones. Because it just says 22, later when I come to see these, I'm not going to know what's going on here. So I'm going to show you a quick planner or sticker trick, but we'll actually discuss this in a later video too. So let's delete these out of the way. And then I'm just going to use my text tool and say no, that's not right. Let's just say June. JN for June. And then I'm going to change the color or the font. I think that's kind of cute. And then we can resize the font just a little bit bigger so that it isn't just so tiny in the sticker collection. And now that I've got that, I'm going to right click again and I'm going to say save. And I want to save it to this Bright June collection, and I'll just click save again. And then I can come over here and I can drag this wherever I want it. And if I drag it to the very tip top, it'll be the very first sticker in there. And then it'll look like it's labeled down along the bottom. So it's kind of taking up space in your sticker collection. It's not like it's a sticker you're going to use. The other thing I could have done was grabbed one of these, like this June right here, and made it the front sticker. But I'm going to try to keep these all uniform and cute, right? So now that I'm done with that, I can delete it here, but when I open up my sticker collection, it is now named JN for June. Okay, so whatever this first sticker is, that's the sticker that's going to show along the bottom here in your collection. Everything in this planner is hyperlinked, or not everything, but most things. And if you buy a planner that is hyperlinked, then the way that you use that link is you just click and hold on an area and it'll jump you to that page in your collection. So you've got all of these pages in the collection of this planner, right? And instead of having to scroll through or remember where it was, you can click on hyperlinks and it'll take you there. So in this case, if I wanted to jump to the 1st of June, I could hold here on this 22 and it'll take me to where the 1st of June is going to happen, which actually says May, but you'll notice it's right here on this Sunday. Okay. Or I could click over here on this June. I'm not sure why I just got that window. Hold on. Because I'm still on the text tool and I want the select tool. So if I click anywhere on this sidebar here, I can jump to any of the months that I want. And anyway, so you could jump to anything that you want over on this side, any month, any quarter, the index. Okay, they're all available. So let's go to June, and I will show you how we're going to set up our layers. So once you're in the June, or whatever page it is you want, and you haven't set up layers yet, the first thing I would do is start to add a few layers just so that you have them there. Okay, so this, oops, I just switched between, well, that's the other thing. In your Noteful or in your planner, you have tabs up here at the top, and you can jump back and forth between different notebooks or different planner pages that you have in here. Okay, you can also set up like stickers up on the top so that they're there, and then on your iPad you do the split screen, which I've kind of done right here on mine with my files over here on the right hand side, so that I can just quickly move stickers over if they're not in a collection. Okay, and then your options up here are to set up your view for your planner. So you can choose your toolbar position. It can be top, it can be right. So see, now my tools are over here on the right. You can put them at the bottom. A lot of people really like them at the bottom. And then your page view, vertical, horizontal, or 2 pages. Options are your paper types, pinning, cropping, gesture settings. Make sure you set up so you've got a finger double tap. You can set up 2-finger to delete. Okay, so or a 3-finger tap to redo, or you can do a 3-finger swipe to the left to undo and a 3-finger swipe to the right to redo. That one might be kind of handy. I haven't tried that yet. I usually just do this because that's the way my Procreate is set up. And then document editing. Yeah. You can show your zoom percentage or not. You can show your page number or not, it looks like. You can pull to add a page, or you can turn that off so that you don't accidentally add pages. Set your rulers to either centimeters or inches. Hover effect to show where your pencil is actually going to touch, and then your palm rejection. Okay, so lots of things up here to consider too. Just that those are all obviously for personal preference. There's night mode so that you can go dark with a planner if you would like. Okay, you don't have to buy dark pages anymore. You can just use Noteful to switch it for you. You can turn your status bar on and off. I'm not sure what our status is. I think it might be on your iPad so that you can see like if your battery's about to die or not. The ruler, and then the zoom window, and you can set a timer if you need to. Okay, and then tab bar position, you can move your tabs and your layers down to the bottom if you like, or you can keep them at the top. A lot of people like them down at the bottom so that because it's quick access with their pencil and they don't have to reach clear up here to the top. I haven't decided my preference yet. Okay, so we got bookmarks, outlines, and layers. Bookmarks is if you're bookmarking a part of your planner so that you can get to it really quick by just tapping up here. I haven't done any outlines yet, so I'm not sure. And then layers. So this is the magic of Noteful right here. This is why I love Noteful more than GoodNotes. And I mean, there's other reasons now too, but this was what made me switch. So when you're setting up a layer, you think of them as pieces of glass, and you're putting one piece of glass on top of another piece of glass on top of another piece of glass. And you've put stickers on that glass so you can kind of see down through the layers. But if there's a sticker on the top piece of glass, it's going to be blocking what's below on the bottom piece of glass. Okay, so this is my bottom piece of glass, or my bottom layer. There's nothing on this layer yet. I haven't written anything. I haven't pulled any stickers in. I've got my planner base, and that's it. So I'm going to, first of all, rename this one, and I'm going to call it cover. Okay, or cover. Yeah, just cover is fine. And anything I do on this layer is gonna be to cover something on my planner that I don't want or don't like, okay? Not that I don't like it, I just don't want it because it's not gonna be part of this design. So let's say we don't want June up here. We want it to go away. And while I'm at it, I'm gonna cover Saturday, Sunday, Monday, because I'm gonna use different colors there also, okay? And then I'm gonna change this color by clicking, you either click on it with your pencil, or if you're on your computer, you 2-finger click to get your right, like your right tab. So you're right clicking, okay, to get your options. And I'm going to turn it white and hide it. So now up here in this cover, you're not going to see anything here because I just used white. But if I had used blue, okay, you would see something on there, see the little dot, to show you that there's actually something on here. And in this case, there's not going to be anything on there because it's white. Okay, you could name this white layer too if you wanted to, or whatever. I'm going to name it cover. And then I'm going to add a second layer. And as soon as I do that, I have the option to lock this layer. So here's where the magic happens. Let's name this one stickers. And then go pull a sticker. So I want June for the top of my planner. So I'm going to scroll down here and grab this sticker, pull it up here, resize it, center it. Okay, and if I look at my layers, you'll see June on my stickers now. I can turn off their visibility or turn it back on. Remember, I have that white box underneath here. Watch what happens when I use my lasso tool and I drag. Only June moves. The white sticker stayed where it was supposed to, okay? That's the magic, because now when I bring in, I'm going to do one more layer, and I'm going to add this one, and I'm going to call it text. Okay, so this is where I'm going to be doing my writing. I'm going to go back to stickers. So I'm on the sticker layer, you can tell because it's highlighted blue, and I'm going to pull in, let's just say one of these. Okay, and then I'm gonna move up to my text layer, lock my sticker layer, and I'm going to write birthday, just as a sample. Okay, change it to a cute font, resize, move it where I want. And now when I use my lasso tool, because I want to move this birthday somewhere, the blue stays. Okay, so you can set up all of your decorations on your planner page and then only move text or things that you want to move at a time. Okay, I can unlock this and then select both of them and move them wherever I want. Okay, so like down here on the 16th is a birthday, and I can drop it there, but then as soon as I don't want to move the color anymore, I can relock that layer. Okay, a lot of people actually add another layer up here and call it edit, and then they drop everything that they want onto this edit page and then move it to the appropriate layer as they're working. So let's just do an example. I'm going to want the rest. I'm going to want Monday and Tuesday. And instead of clicking all those, I'm also going to show you how to pull them in from over here. So let's say you've got your collections open and you want the rest of the days of the week, wherever they went. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I can just copy over there and then paste over here on my planner. Well, I'm supposed to be able to. I think it only wants one thing at a time. Oh, I can drag. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Drag and drop. Okay, so there's all my days of the week. And now I can put those up here. They're all on my edit page right now. Okay, so when I'm ready to move them down to my sticker page, or maybe you start one that says cover and then base, so that you know it's the base of your planner, and then you can put stickers on top of these even, it's ready to go. So, but right now I'm on my edit, and let's pretend that we're ready to move them down Wednesday, Thursday. I can't remember my days of the week. You can right click and then move to layer, and I want to move it to my sticker layer. Okay, and so now it's moved, and because my sticker layer is locked, I can't select these and move them anymore. They've gone to a locked layer. So that's what the edit layer is for. You kind of like drag and drop a bunch in, and then after that you can move them where you want them to be so that they're in your arrangement and either editable or non-editable. And then obviously I can go back up to my layers, unlock my stickers, and edit these as needed. So if I wanted them to be smaller or I wanted something behind them. Okay, so you're just because you've moved it to a locked layer doesn't mean that it's no longer accessible to you. You can still go up and lock and unlock as needed. The trick with this is just knowing what layer you're on and remembering that you've put them somewhere and which one it was on so that you can move it where you need it. Oops. Okay, so then obviously this is just the setup stuff, and you can do that however you wish for your planner. But that was the basics. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comments, and I'll be sure to try to make a video or something that helps. Either if I can type it out and answer it, I will. If not, I'll make you a video so that you can see how it's done. And then also let me know, do you like this style of video, or do you want me to actually be doing the work? Like, do you want to see my iPad while I'm working on it, or are you okay with the screen record? Because this way I feel like you can probably see your menus and buttons and things that I'm doing better or easier. But if you would prefer that it be on an iPad so that you can see where I'm at on the iPad, that works too. Just let me know which one you like better. Okay. And that's just the basics of setting up your Noteful. And if you have any questions, let me know. Thanks for watching.